Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the Ted Show. You know how much I love this lady here. This is the one and only Michelle Sperzel. She's the CEO. She's the big person in charge over at Harbor House of Central Florida, which is an amazing organization. She's going to tell you all about that. And we're going to talk about, I can't believe it already, Walk a Mile in Her Shoes is back. It's February 6th. If you know me, you've been following me for the last 10 years ish plus. I don't know what number we're at now, but Walk a Mile in Her Shoes brings awareness. Guys like me walking down Orange Avenue in high heels. If you're smart and doing it for the first time, reach out to me and I'll tell you exactly what you should be wearing. But it's all to bring awareness, and it's an amazing organization, and this is an amazing human being. Welcome back, Michelle. How you doing?
I'm doing really well, Ted. Happy New Year. I'm going to say Happy New Year all the way probably until the end of this month. So Happy New Year.
Yes. Happy
It's New Year.
New Year.
It's 2025. It's my year of bold. What's your word for this year? My word's
Mine
bold.
is, yours is bold.
Bold.
I love bold. I may have to save that in my arsenal. Mine is clarity.
Clarity.
I need a lot of clarity so I can, well, that's a whole nother show. Um, so for those people who might not know about you, I don't know how you can't know about you and about Harbor House. Give us a little background on you, and then tell us about the amazing services that Harbor House provides.
Yeah. So Michelle Sperzel, the girl with the rhyming name. Love my parents for it. They thought about it in the elevator.
God bless them. That's awesome.
Love it. I have been at Harbor House, can you believe, 8 years this
No,
month.
I
I've been
cannot.
here for 8 years. I'm starting my
Wow.
eighth year, and love it. Every year has been something different. And like I said, this is the year of bold. We have two really big bold initiatives that I'll talk about that Harbor House is looking at doing. But Harbor House, we are the certified domestic violence center that's here in Orange County. And so we have the certified emergency shelter. It's 130 beds. It's a place where somebody can come in with their kids, and it's a safe refuge from domestic violence. And we also have on site our Pause for Peace kennel. So someone who's fleeing, they can bring their animals with. And it's a huge game changer for a lot of our different survivors who they want to come in, but they're really scared about leaving their pets behind. And so cats, dogs, birds, we've had bunnies, we've had hamsters, we've had gerbils, we've had snakes, like any type of pet you can think of has at some point in time made it into our emergency shelter. Fish, all the things. So that's another thing that we have here. We also have advocates that are co-located with law enforcement, Department of Children and Family, and also at the courthouse. And so those are individuals who are helping people who are living in our community who need help and support. We do safety planning with them. We'll do referrals with them. We sit down and have really good conversations about what it is that they need, what kind of help it is that they are looking for when it comes to getting out of a domestic violence situation. We also have attorneys that will help represent individuals when it comes to an injunction, helping them get temporaries, helping them get life injunctions, permanent injunctions. So we have a lot of different things that we do because our goal and our dream is just to remove as many barriers as we can to someone leaving. And we want to help break the cycle of domestic violence within our community. And we do that by helping people and the families. And we also do it by helping the kids. And we do have a program where we partner with different types of after school programs, summer school programs, Boys and Girls Club. We also are with New Image, The Good in the Hood. And then we also are doing stuff with schools as far as making sure that we're teaching Expect Respect. Next month in February, it's Walk a Mile in Her Shoes, but it's also Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month. And so we do a lot with our teens. We have hard conversations with them, and we really try and help conversations with them to help them with the rest of their life. And so understanding what's respect, understanding what's a healthy relationship. And so we do a lot. And I'm super proud of
think? I mean, you got all that. I'm sitting there trying to count in my head. It's just, well, you provide a lot of services on many levels, and so it's always beautiful to talk about the impact that you all have had in the community, and that's one of the reasons why I love Walk a Mile in Her Shoes, because I feel like it brings this awareness. Every year, people are like, I didn't even know we had a harbor house in town. Part of me is happy about that because that means they haven't needed services. but the other part of me wants them to be more advocate oriented. So, Walk a Mile in Her Shoes. Tell us the impetus behind that and what the
Yeah.
whole deal is on
Yeah.
February 6th.
So, Walk a Mile in Her Shoes is actually an international event. So, if someone looks up Walk a Mile in Her Shoes and you don't put Orlando in there, you're going to find Walk a Mile in Her Shoes in Italy. You're going to find it in New York. You're going to end up finding it in California. But it's an event that was started several, I want to say probably 10 plus years ago, in order for men to be part of the solution when it comes to domestic violence and sexual assault against women. And so the whole idea is to ask men to walk a mile in her shoes, to put shoes on and walk and raise awareness when it comes to violence against women. And so, like I said, it's something that it is a global event, and we've been doing it here in Orlando and also in Orange County for numerous years. You've been part of it for numerous years, longer than I have. And it's a fantastic event, and we end up getting a good turnout. We start off at the courthouse and we end up at City Hall. Again, that's on purpose because a lot of times our survivors, sometimes their journey starts at the courthouse. And so that's why our journey with Walk a Mile in Her Shoes starts at the courthouse. And we walk down Orange Avenue because of the number of people who utilize Orange Avenue every day. And we want to get a lot of awareness out there, let people know that we're here. You have stories about people stopping you and asking you why you were walking down the middle of Orange Avenue wearing high heels. I think you've even gotten it like why you were leaving like a restaurant and coming over wearing high heels. And
That's true.
It's the
fascinating.
Yeah,
it's a conversation. I mean, I feel like, I didn't understand it at first, but as a childhood abuse survivor with domestic violence in the house, it's always been on my mind. And I remember those scary moments, and we didn't really have the services that we have back in the Stone Age when I was young, and so it would have been lovely to get out of that. And so people do ask me, who do I walk for? And of course I walk for victims and the survivors, but it's also I walk for the little kids that couldn't get out. And so I feel like it is just a powerful moment when people are asking you, and if you're walking up and down Orange Avenue, they're honking at you in a good way. They're honking at you and they're showing support. And every year I get more and more people involved. You can do teams. I'll let you talk about that, but it's just so near and dear to my heart because it does make an impact. I have people that come up to me and remember me from that walk, and they remember about Harbor House. And so I know that we're making, you all are making such a big change and an impact in their lives.
Yeah, we have individuals who are walking for themselves. We have individuals who are walking for a loved one. We have individuals who are walking because they're first responders. We have a large group of Orange County Sheriff Office that comes out. Orlando Police Department ends up coming out. Sometimes we end up having a lot of firefighters come out. So that's the other piece, is it's people who are walking because they've seen it and they want to be there to let people know that they're allies in the community who are there to be able to help. And then in addition to people who are walking for someone who's lost their life for domestic violence. And so this is one of those events where we're all coming together and really, it's an awareness raiser. I mean, that's what this one is. It's an awareness raiser in order for us to get out there in the community.
Yes. And it's always powerful. It's always great to see people who they're walking for, and you can see it's making an impact on them. They feel good. You're basically giving a voice, especially to the people who didn't survive, but also to the people who are still out there struggling and want to make the leap, trying to give them courage. And I think that is one of the most, it's just so impactful to listen to everyone's stories, and people really do share there. It's a safe place. We've had all sorts of dignitaries come out. We have a really great time. We understand the message, but we're there celebrating the survivors and trying to lower that number of people who don't have access or feel like they don't have access.
Agreed.
All right. So how do people register? How do we get involved? I mean, I know you can reach out to me, you all, and I will get you to the right link, but tell them what they need to do.
Yeah, the best way to register is to reach out to Harbor House on our social media. So you can end up going to our Facebook page. You can go to our Instagram. You can also go to TikTok if it's still around by Friday. So you can go to all those different places in order to register. You can also type in Walk a Mile in Her Shoes Orlando and 2025, and that will pop up. And I know that because I tested it right before this interview. Want to make sure I'm giving out the good information. So that's another way for you to be able to register. So you can just look up Walk a Mile in Her Shoes Orlando 2025. You'll be taken to our Classy site, which is our fundraising registration site. You can register right there. And registration is at 5 o'clock. That's when we have people show up. It's right after work. People are literally going there, coming right after work, and putting on their high heels. We will have the red carpet, which Ted can claim that he started it. We have a red carpet there for people to be showing off their heels. A lot of people do theme heels. We've had people who do them all bedazzled. We've had people who have done them clear and they have a message behind something that might be written on their foot. We've had people who done oh my gosh, I think one year someone turned their shoes into a boat. I'm not really sure why they showed it into a boat. The boat shoes?
Yes, yes.
They were high heels, but they turned them into boats. We've had people who have worn tennis shoes and they've glued a picture of a high heel to it because they weren't going to walk in heels. But everybody's there just showing off their footwear in addition to being there to help. So let's share the support. We have what we call courage beads there as well. Each color represents something. So we have colors that represent being an ally, colors that represent being a survivor, colors that represent being a friend or a family member of someone who's experiencing domestic violence, in addition to having information booths there from some of our community partners that are also here on this journey with us to be there to support survivors of domestic violence.
February 6th, you all reach out to me, Google, or go to social media, Harbor House, find them on Facebook or wherever you look for social media, or Google Walk a Mile in Her Shoes Orlando 2025. If you want to get registered, you want to give back, you want to donate. Hey, dudes, friends, dudes, you want to walk? We'd love for you to walk. We do a team every year. You can do teams. We'd love, love, love to have your participation. It is not as painful as you think, unless you get the really tall heels, and I've seen some guys in those. But the whole point is to bring awareness, and you all do such an amazing job with it. Michelle, Michelle, I called you Michelle. Michelle Sperzel is what I'm thinking. This is the only problem with a rhyming name, Michelle. I'm so grateful for you. I'm grateful for everything that Harbor House does for our communities. I've heard stories. I know the impact that you all have made, and that's why we have to continue to wrap our arms around and embrace Harbor House and all of the initiatives that they do with their amazing team. All right, February 6th, you all, harborhousefl.com, but we really want you to go to the social media page to look up how you can walk or get involved. All right, love you to pieces.
Love you too. Have a really, really great day. Thank you.
Have a great one. We'll see you guys soon. Register February 6th. If you want more information, you can reach out to me. See you later. Bye, everybody.